Hey everyone, I am so excited that you are here. There is a big holiday coming in just a few days. And well, if you celebrate this holiday, that is, or maybe you've heard about it and you wanted to know some more. Well, this is the perfect place to be because Christmas is coming, and I found a story because I started wondering, I know some of the things that I do and some of our traditions and some of the things that make us happy to do to prepare for the holiday. And I was thinking about people around the world. Do they all do the same thing, or do they have different traditions? Do they eat different foods? What do they do? Or maybe is it all the same? Well, whatever it is, Christmas is coming, and I thought it would be great for us to share an adventure and maybe see, as much as we think we might be different, we might discover how much we actually are alike. And some of these things help bring us together and makes the world a little smaller, as big as it is. Some of these things really bring it together and help remind us that, you know what? At the end of the day, we're all human and we all can come together in some pretty unique ways, right? As long as we're kind and we take the time to realize that people may look different, sound different, and every other kind of difference that you want to think of. But we all can celebrate the very fact that we are more alike than we are different at certain times, for sure, for sure. Well, anyway, let's get excited and get started to hear about Christmas around the world. Now, there's more traditional Christian Christmas, right? And that's what this story is about. So I want to tell you that in case you want to come back on a different adventure, but I would love for you to hear this one and see if you can find certain things that you do that are similar, and maybe you do something different that I would love to hear about. In fact, I did a story about all the different holidays like Kwanzaa and Hanukkah and non-Christian celebration of Christmas time and Christian celebration of Christmas time. So you just never know, right? And so here we go. I would love for you to like and subscribe so you can keep coming back on these fun learning adventures where, you know what? We just start the conversation and we get to go from there together. And that's just how I think we can do it. Here we go. Let's hear this story called Joy to the World, Christmas Around the Globe, written by Kate DePalma. Oh, that looks like wrapping paper to me. Do you wrap any gifts up in these bright colors? Oh, I love that. It's almost Christmas, a bright time of year for coming together with those we hold dear. Like Mary and Joseph, we joyfully wait for this special occasion that we celebrate. Now, this is in the country of Colombia. The Day of Little Candles is a dazzling show. The streets are aflame with our candles' warm glow. We pray and make wishes as we light the lights. Then all stroll together to take in the sights. Oh, I never knew that. Have you ever heard of this one? Wow, that must be beautiful with all these different lights up and down the streets. Wow. Oh, this is from India. Now, some of the words I'm not familiar with, but in this story, they do give us the way to say the word. So I'm going to try my very best. And if I make a mistake, I'm very sorry. I don't mean to say it wrong, but I'm not familiar with the words. So if you'd like to help me out, please do. We make kuswar for friends, cakes, pastries, and tarts. We're careful and quick. Making treats is an art. My pie fries the goodies, and we roll the dough. Then share them with family and people we know. Wow, I love how all their family gets together and they each have a special part in making these really great tasting treats, and they want to share it with family and people that they know. Now, I don't make exactly what they're making, but this looks familiar to me because sometimes we get together and we make cookies or pies, and sometimes we even make some unique Christmassy kind of treats as well. Do you do something like that with your family? Okay, let's check it out. Ooh, this is in the Philippines. Okay, here we go. Simbang Gabi. Simbang Gabi stretches over 9 days. We wake up before dawn to worship and praise. We come every day, and they say if you do, whatever you wish on day 9 will come true. Whoa, look at all the amazing colors with the lights and the stars and the banners. Woo, that must be beautiful. Oh, and palm trees. Now, where I live, I don't have palm trees, but I can imagine what that must look like. Wow. Now, see, I've never heard of this holiday before. Have you? 9 days? Wow. Wait a minute. That sounds similar to like Hanukkah and Kwanzaa, where they have an extended period of time. Okay, this is in Canada. Hey, Canada. Look at the snow. It's as cold as can be. Let's stay in and decorate our Christmas tree. The ornaments hung on the branches with care represent memories all of us share. Now, I can identify with this because I have a Christmas tree and I have lights on my tree and different ornaments. And some of the ornaments are from when my kids were little, and they either made them at school or we made them together and we kept them and we put them on our tree to remember back to all the special times that we had, and we made more memories as we go, adding each year. Do you decorate a Christmas tree? Okay, now we are in Mexico. Okay, now let me see. On Las Posadas, we put on a play about Mary and Joseph with nowhere to stay. On one door each night, we knock and we sing, then all pray together for our newborn king. Oh, wow. So here they have that. We call that caroling, Christmas caroling. Some people go and they sing different kinds of just Christmas songs, and some will go and they sing songs about the Christian Christmas, like maybe Away in the Manger or Silent Night or O Come All Ye Faithful, all those kinds of songs. This is in Egypt. In the time before Christmas, my family fasts. We eat very simply. The days and weeks pass. When Christmas Eve comes and the fasting time ends, we eat zesty fata with family and friends. Oh, I hope I said that right. So they ate very simply, which would mean that they didn't probably have a whole lot of food or a whole lot of choices, or certain foods that were like very rich with a lot of gravies, or I don't want to assume, but when they say we eat very simply, it probably means that they would take something and not eat too much of it, and only certain foods. If I'm wrong, please forgive me, but I'm just going by what it says. So if you know something different, please share it. That's what we're doing, right? We are just listening and taking in new information. And if you have some that you can add, I'd love to hear it because I'd love to learn more. That's why I go on these learning adventures, to learn more about all of the different people that I get to meet. But this also looks like when my family gets together. We all sit around the table and we eat some foods that are traditional foods that you would normally see at a table around this time, and some that just are favorites and don't necessarily have to be about the holiday. Ooh, where are we now? Ethiopia. Okay, there's some new words for me to try. I'm going to be brave, right? When it's Jenna and we're looking our best, sit down by the misab and you'll be impressed. Mesab or misab? When we start to eat, we all know what to do. I'll feed you a bite and then you feed me one too. Oh, how cool is that? That's different. I haven't done that before, nor have I ever seen that. And obviously I haven't heard of that. And so, wow, look at us learning all about different traditions and cultures from around the world. How fun is that? Australia. A Christmas day lit up with sizzling sun brings everyone out to the beach to have fun. Grab a ball and a bat and set up the wicket. Such a hot summer day is just perfect for cricket. Aha! Yes, you heard me right. It says summer day. They're in a different hemisphere. Up here where I live, we are in winter. But down over in Australia, from where I'm at, they're in summer. So it's opposite. I'm inside trying to stay warm and they're outside wishing it was cooler. But I guess they can go they can go swimming. I can't do that right now. Too cold. I wonder, did you know that about Australia? Pretty cool. Okay, now we're in Italy. On Epiphany night, we hang stockings and wait. We know that the kind which Befana comes late. Then Viva, Viva la Befana, we sing, excited to see all the goodies she'll bring. Wow, didn't know that part about Italy. Now, see what they're doing here? We put up stockings too. That's my favorite part. Do you hang up stockings? When I was little, sometimes I'd even get an orange in my stocking. And I never got coal. But lots of little candies and chocolates and little toys and little fun things were in there. I used to love to open my stocking. Serbia. Ooh. Bring in the straw and we'll cover the floor. Drop in some treats, then sprinkle some more. The adults cluck like chickens and we peep. Pew! Let's pick up the goodies that our mama threw. Wow. I definitely have never heard about this one before. So wait a minute. So they bring in straw and cover the floor, drop in some treats, then sprinkle some more. The adults cluck like chickens. Sorry, children. You don't cluck, do you? Well, maybe. And we peep, pew. Let's pick up the goodies that our mama threw. How interesting. Have you ever celebrated like this? Tell me about it. Wow. Now we're going to Argentina. On Christmas Eve, we have Mass at the church, then act out the story of Jesus' birth. Our summary dinner is often served late. We stay up past midnight. Can you stay awake? Oh, it's getting harder to stay up that late. But I can imagine what it must be like if they do that outside. And see, they're also in the southern hemisphere, and they are having a summery dinner served up late. Meanwhile, up here, it's cold. Iceland. Winter in Iceland brings Christmas book flood. Let's go and pick gifts for the ones that we love. On Christmas Eve night, despite the cold weather, we all exchange books and then read them together. What? I think I've heard about this actually from my amazing librarian at the school that I used to work at. And this seems like such a cozy, fun thing to do as a family, especially if you do love reading. And books can take you to all different places. Wait a minute, look what we're doing. We are going around the world hearing about different traditions and cultures and what they do for Christmas. And I wouldn't have known that hadn't I had picked up this book from my local library. And if you're interested in this book, you can also do that too, or you can even purchase it at a local bookstore or online. Lebanon. At Christmas, we build our nativity scene, a big rocky cave with fresh sprouts to add green. When Christmas Eve comes and we're filled with good cheer, the scene is complete. Baby Jesus is here. Wow, that is beautiful. They really put a lot of time into it and enjoyed it as a family, I'm sure. Though we might gather in different ways, Christmas for many brings meaningful days. Jesus is born. What a wonderful reason for coming together for this sacred season. And look, at the end of this story, the author has put in, what is Christmas? And she goes on to help explain why billions of people around the world celebrate on December 25th. And she has more information about every country that we just read about. Here is the Day of Little Candles in Colombia, making kuswar in India, Simbangabi in the Philippines, Christmas trees in Canada, and so on and so on. And I love that because more information is available for you to read and to learn about so that you can appreciate and understand that everyone might have a different way of celebrating, and we don't have to be fearful. We can learn about it and realize that we're more alike than we are different. And look at that. I love that. I appreciate that. This was fun. I'm so glad that you were able to join me about this night of joy to the world and hearing about what other countries do. And I hope that whatever it is that you celebrate, that you have a very, very special time with your family and your friends, your holiday traditions. I hope that you have a great Christmas, and I'll see you again real soon where I'm going to get ready to do some other stories with you. I'll see you again. Bye.